Ever since 1762, people have gathered on the feast day of St. Patrick to celebrate their homeland, their heritage, their identity, and their character. Today, more than 150,000 men and women will march up Fifth Avenue to honor the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick, a man who dedicated his life to the service of others. Join the parade and follow the green line up Fifth Avenue. This is the 256th St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Good morning, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to the 256th annual New York City St. Patrick's Day. It is the largest.
Everybody's celebrating. Everybody is Irish on St. Patrick's Day. And, a lot of the tunes. We haven't heard Danny Boy so often today. And we certainly haven't heard The Fields of Athenry, which is probably one of the most popular of Irish songs of the generation. It's sung by Irish rugby, soccer fans, Celtic fans, Liverpool fans. It's been translated, can you imagine, into 50 different languages. And a lot of people will be surprised to know that it's not an old song. 1979, it was written by Pete St. John. And of course, Paddy Riley had a big hit with it. Athenry is 25 miles from Galway City.
There we just see the Plumbers and Steamfitters Pipe Band, Local 21.
Right from Peekskill, New York.
I love their motto. We do it right the first time, Lauren.
That's important when you're fixing a leak.
Yes.
I think we have one in here right now.
I think so.
Well, as we talked about.
cabin. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is led today. And our Grand Master of the parade is the one. This is ski accordion band, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause for them. Let's see who the largest GAA team is here today. So you the first. Events going on. Not to be missed. Big round of applause for the ladies. This is a cabin high end fight company. Going from strength to strength. For no brass brand, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the front. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear a ring of flag. For no brass brand. Big round of applause. Cabin baseball team. Here's a good round of applause there. Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, to Untold World for Animals. Almost, well, I gone. All the top, ladies and gentlemen, at the double road.
Dublin St. Patrick's Festival has many awesome activities throughout the city, but the jewel in the crown is the St. Patrick's Parade. People make no effort to get the best place to see the parade. Children were the ones who were always excited every time an attraction passes by. Talking about children, it is no surprise that they were also part of the parade.
Really there. How are you? And you. How do you go? Really go.
that's what Mrs. That's Mrs. Brown, is it? Yeah, that's it. She is here. Oh, really? Yeah. You don't know. I've never seen each other.
2, 3.
It is a truly exciting and amazing experience. The city, the people burst with energy. St. Patrick's Festival 2019 takes place from 14 to 18 March. Access stpatricksfestival.ie to find more information about this year's events.
Donators are walking in the crowds, collecting the donations. Any and all donations are more than welcome. So if you guys would like to donate, pick one of them up. Everything goes directly to help fund the 2010 St. Patrick's Day Parade. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for coming out. Hello, Curry. How you guys doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day, you guys. Thanks for coming. Anybody have a birthday? Hope you guys have fun. Any and all donations are more than welcome. Thanks for coming out and June dating, and we're glad to see you dry. See you back in the huddle. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Got the same middle name. He gets the winning shot every game.
See the beautiful swans? Now, why are there swans? There's 3 more to be. 4 more to be seen. Honey. squats. Two, look, 1, 2. Why did it just say 3 after? There's no more squats. I saw that and swimming on the nose bar.
Wachsarán agus a cáide ilig. Céad fáilte roimh go teach seo píosa do fód na hÉireann in Washington. Mr. President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this little piece of Ireland in Washington. It's my distinct pleasure to present to you the Prime Minister of Ireland, An Taoiseach Charles J. Haughey.
Mr. President, Your Excellencies, friends of Ireland, and distinguished guests all. It's my great pleasure to greet you all on St. Patrick's Day. On St. Patrick's Day 5 years ago, I had the honor to be your guest at luncheon in the White House. On that wonderful and unforgettable occasion, all efforts to subdue or conquer. Since then, Mr. President, you have donnily severed their ties with home. You, Mr. President, represent for all Irish men and women, in a very special personal way, the unique ties that exist and will always exist between the greatest nation on earth. It's therefore with great pleasure that I present to you, Mr. President, with an Irish crystal bowl filled with Irish shamrock, and I wish you and everyone present here today a happy, holy and rewarding St. Patrick's Day. Banach Day agus Nave Pádraig Orav Galéir.
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. And Ambassador McKernan, distinguished guests, a Carter Gale. A special thanks to Prime Minister Haughey for doing the honors with the Shamrocks. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to be here with you sharing the spirit and the festivities of St. Patrick's Day. The blessed St. Patrick, we're told, died on this day in the year of our Lord, 461. And leave it to the Irish to be carrying on a wake for 1,500 years. But St. Patrick, as we know, was the historic man of God who, with passion and strength of conviction, converted the people of Ireland to Christianity. I have a deep and abiding respect for the accomplishments of St. Patrick, an individual who was able to turn the head of the entire Irish race. Having done my best these last 6 years, even on the minor issues, to convert the likes of Senator Kennedy and Speaker O'Neill, I can only stand in awe of such a man. St. Patrick's imprint can be found even today on the character of the Irish people and on all of us who trace our roots to Ireland. One of the most moving moments in my presidency was my return to Ballyporeen about 3 years ago. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank again the Irish people for giving me such a warm homecoming. I'd also like to take this moment to make 2 serious points. It was another such visit paid by an American president of Irish descent, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, that resulted in the formation of the American Irish Foundation. For over 2 decades, the American Irish Foundation has been doing exemplary work on both sides of the Atlantic, underscoring the bonds of affection and blood between our countries. Since 1976, its efforts have been accompanied by those of the Ireland Fund, which is a non-political, non-sectarian organization that raises funds to promote peace, culture, and charity in Ireland. George Bernard Shaw once wrote, "The worst sin towards our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity." Well, no one involved in either of these two fine organizations could ever be labeled indifferent. Today, it's an honor for me to recognize that the American Irish Foundation and the Ireland Fund are now officially merged into one operation. This is its first day, and it's called the American Ireland Fund. With us today are William Vincent, Daniel Rooney, and John Brogan. Absent, but who would have been here with them, Tony O'Reilly, the chairman of that organization. And good luck to them, and good luck to all of you, and God bless the fine work that is being done. Thank you. This type of commitment, this individual responsibility, is a part of the American way of life, perhaps a part that can be traced back to Ireland. I know in my own family we were far from affluent, but we were raised, taught to help others. On this special day, one can't help but think of the suffering that still plagues St. Patrick's Island. For nearly 2 decades, the North has been torn by sectarian violence that has taken the lives of more than 2,500 men, women, and children. This brutal and senseless violence against people and destruction of property is a poison of no possible benefit, an elixir of death and heartbreak that for humanity's sake and all of Ireland's sake must be set aside. Out of this tragic situation, the governments of the United Kingdom and Ireland took a courageous and far-sighted step in November of 1985 when they signed the Anglo-Irish Agreement. The United States supports this accord as a realistic framework within which the problems of Northern Ireland can be addressed, an avenue which holds the best hope of political stability and economic regeneration. This agreement was warmly welcomed here, yet we cannot ignore that since its signing, violence has continued in the North. I think the time has long since come when people of goodwill, north and south and on both sides of the Atlantic, should draw the line and let the perpetrators and supporters of this violence and mayhem know that they will no longer be tolerated. For our part, the United States continues to stand ready to help. Last year, Congress authorized, and I signed into law, a contribution of $120 million to the International Fund for Ireland. And just this morning, I signed the necessary certification that will allow us to begin disbursement. This effort, along with private contributions, has accomplished much, but there's a long way to go. Now is the time for people in and out of government to move forward aggressively. Social harmony and economic progress in Ireland will not come easy, but better, more peaceful times will come. Together, the people of Ireland and the United States can make that happen. It was over 1,400 years ago when legend tells us that St. Brendan set forth in his leather boat and headed west. He came back with stories of a new world. Today, our task is not so easy. If we're to have a new world, we must build it, and we must do it together. So on this St. Patrick's Day, I express the best wishes of the people of the United States to our cousins and friends, the people of Ireland. Omakri Hamak. Thank you, and God bless you.
got the cabbage, onions, carrots, the potatoes, and the corned beef. All right. Now let's plate up. Y'all, here we go. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Y'all have a great one. Thanks again for coming by the Ain't No Tribe Homestead. Please smash that like, subscribe if you haven't, comment, and hit that bell. Much love and respect, y'all. Cheers. I'm gone.